be a tiebreaker. Fuck it.
So I'm gonna go with I think
gosh.
Melina's gonna take a page out of her old.
You're like
WWE
patient zero
book.
over there.
I think Melina's gonna take a page out of her old WWE book, and I'm picking Team M&M. Mercury, Nitro, Melina, but in this case, Melina and Marty Bell.
Yeah, there you go. And I am going to go with the two women I very much respect out of the team and assume Melina is going to be the managerial type. And, of course, as a heel, it would be best for her to have her minions do her work and not come in there. So I'm going Thunder Rosa and Marty Bell.
I like your pick.
So,
I have to admit, because I like the idea of Melina being the veteran who doesn't even have to enter the match because she scouted this team that's good enough. Just her being at ringside would be good enough for this match.
Oh, it adds so much to it. Whereas Melina and either of the other two with the other one at ringside doesn't really add the same effect.
Yep. I do agree, even though I picked differently.
Yeah.
And I had the choice to pick first. But I like the whole page out of the WWE handbook with the M&M thing. So.
And it could just be anything.
Yes.
Basically, on to the titular subject of this show.
Yes. The soup du jour, if you will. Comings and goings. WWE is giving releases to talent. Sweet release. That's what we've been waiting for all year. To talent who won't be headed to AEW, or in WWE's view, wouldn't help the promotion if they did go. The first name that came out was Sin Cara, real name Jorge Arias, who also went under the ring name Huncio in the WWE. We announced here last month that he had requested out of his current deal. We also noted he is in close with Alberto El Patron and could be interested in working with his Nacion Lucha Libre company or the Combate Americas MMA promotion where El Patron lost the WWE Replica Championship to Tito Ortiz this past weekend. To which Donald Trump tweeted, "Congratulations to Tito Ortiz on tonight's huge win. A great American patriot."
You know what the worst thing is, Pasty? Is everything you have just said is 100% fucking true. Fucking... That is so fucked up.
It's comedy gold.
I had to put this in somewhere because I didn't know where to put it. But it's true. It's true. El Patron lost a replica championship to Tito Ortiz, and Donald Trump congratulated him on Twitter and called him a patriot. What the fuck is going on here?
He's gonna pull some strings with Vince and get Tito Ortiz inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame.
God, what the fuck is going on?
I don't know. Trump's been on a fucking tweet spree since this impeachment thing started to go.
Does he not know Tito Ortiz is foreign?
Right.
Does he not realize with the name Tito and Ortiz, does neither one of them jump at him? Oh my! Finish the story. I didn't mean to interrupt. It's just ridiculous. Oh my gosh!
Sin Cara reportedly had about 3 years left on his contract. Sin Cara called his release a good lucha thing.
Oh, of course he would.
He really said that?
No, he didn't.
Oh. That would have been so beautiful.
Is the made up part, and that's more believable.
It would have been beautiful.
Than El Patron defending a replica championship in a legitimate match. Who does that? Why do you do that? No, it would be great if he called his release such good lucha thing, but he didn't.
It is a good lucha thing, though.
It is a good lucha thing. Good for him. He's such an amazing wrestler, and he was never able to get over here. It's sad.
He never did anything for me.
Not in WWE,
except
but I don't think that you watched a lot.
Jumps.
Yeah, that was fun. But
Lucha House Party would have been a great tag team if they wouldn't have had this stupid name.
You know what? I actually didn't mind the name, which may be horrible, I guess. But I honestly didn't hate the name.
It definitely sounds something that would be on WWE's list. You know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I can't imagine. I want them to do a podcast because I want to hear what their other options would have been. Dude, fucking Wired just needs to sit down with a bunch of WWE superstars to do their list. That needs to be a thing.
Yeah. You know what? One thing about this guy, which I think is kind of neat, it doesn't get talked about a lot. He used to go by the name Mystico.
Yes.
But there was a Mystico who was a legend down in Mexico. Mystico down in Mexico. And he worked for CMLL. So Mystico could no longer call himself Mystico, so he started calling himself Incognito. Then the actual Mystico went to WWE and called himself Sin Cara. But then he kept messing up, and they got rid of Sin Cara. Well, they brought in a fake Sin Cara.
Yeah, that was a fun week.
Who was the fake Mystico. And then he ended up becoming Hunico, but then when Sin Cara left, he became Sin Cara. So the man who started out as Mystico and then had another guy come in and call himself Mystico started out in WWE as Sin Cara and then lost the name Sin Cara to the guy that tried to take his name Mystico. How come this doesn't get talked about more?
It's pretty amazing, to be honest.
It's fun. It's really fun.
Can you imagine if they would have tried to do that shit with Rey Mysterio?
Well, they did chop off the junior, so
yeah.
He's actually wrestling under his uncle's name, which is weird, but I get it. Well, no, I don't get it. I don't know why Vince doesn't like juniors. I don't get that. Vince is a junior, and he refuses to be called Junior.
Hey, he allowed Shorty G to be a name, so I mean, why not?
Yeah. Pasty, coming off the heels of Sin Cara's exit from WWE, Luke Harper has also been released.
Yes! I can't believe they don't think he'd be a threat if he went to AEW.
WWE combined the news of both WWE superstars in their statement on Twitter saying, quote, WWE has come to terms on the releases of Jonathan Huber, a.k.a. Luke Harper, and Sin Cara. They didn't put his name in there.
No, because they want to get rid of the entire gimmick. Like, Sin Cara will never be in WWE. Don't worry, guys. He's out of here.
WWE wishes them all the best in their future endeavors.
What if they didn't release Huncio, though? Like, what if he's still trapped there under a gimmick? They're never going to... Yeah, Hunico, sorry.
Hunico, yeah. That would be funny.
They just wanted to get the fucking gimmick out of there.
Sin Cara's gone, but the man still, we own him. So the former, or I guess maybe now current Brody Lee had initially requested his release back in April. Of course, we had mentioned on this show, actually just last week we talked about this. Due to his wrist surgery, WWE was extending Harper's contract out to early 2020, but obviously they decided against having him wait it out now. Harper will be a free agent on March 8th, 2020, from what I could find, and is not when his non-compete clause expires. Yes. So something big's happening in March 2020, I can tell you that.
Yes, indeed. Actually, I think March is when the fucking Revolution pay-per-view is.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, he could be in Jon Moxley's stable, huh?
That would be awesome. I would love to see that. Brody Lee and Jon Moxley.
Does he cut his hair and or beard is the question when he gets free from WWE.
I want to say hair, yes, beard, no. That's what I'm shooting for.
Yeah. Woo. Okay. Sorry.
It's a long night.
Brains palsy. Also announced that same Sunday was the Ascensions. Victor and Connor have been released. They're still around.
What? They weren't there? Holy shit!
WWE added their names to the previous tweet, making it Twitter official. The Ascension seemed to find their mark in WWE, being sadly used as a comedy gimmick in the Fashion Files, which was truly the highlight of their career.
Sadly.
Except for, I guess, their run in NXT wasn't bad, but I only caught the tail end of that. And yeah. They hadn't even been used in WWE TV since early 2019.
Yeah, that's about when they disappeared, I think around April, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It was an Easter mystery.
Good to see these guys let go, because they have a lot of potential, and it just was not going to... WWE fucked them up when they brought them up to the main roster and made them Road Warrior 2.0.
Yeah.
They were perfect until they did that, and then they didn't know what the fuck to do with them.
Yeah, we can't. This is stupid, Vince.
And sadly, I liked the Road Warrior 2.0 gimmick, but I will admit I'm like 1 out of 3 people in the entire world that liked it. So it was bad. It was a bad gimmick.
No, I honestly think the Ascension, when they were offered their contract and going through the negotiations and telling them what their gimmick was going to be, I don't think they pushed back against what Vince wanted at all. And I think that's a huge mistake. They got Vince's,
I don't know that they could. You push back, you get fired, or you just don't get on TV.
Yeah, but like even with the New Day podcast, they kind of push back to get the right name and the right music and everything. It's all about the negotiation. I think the Ascension, they're just like, this is the offer, and they're like, okay, yeah, we'll do that. Glad to be on WWE TV, which I don't blame them, but it was a mistake. But
even New Day said that. Even New Day said that the names they gave them were just kind of afterthought names, and they knew that they just wanted them to name themselves, so that's why they gave them these random names, and were basically like, you guys just name yourself because we really don't care.
Honestly, odds are they go.
So they didn't really push back as much as they actually fell in line.
Yeah, odds are they go to AEW because they're a tag team, but I hope that they take this time and split apart from each other and go to different places. And
hope
try
not.
to establish themselves. You hope they stay the Ascension or something similar?
Right. Or go somewhere that they can be used,
Yeah.
They're not going to be used in AEW. They're going to be used as well as Vince used them. And we don't want that. I don't want that.
It only makes sense because they're a tag team. But like I said, I think
Bully Ray actually commented, though, Pasty, on Luke Harper and Sin Cara on this week's Busted Open Radio, saying, quote, as far as Luke Harper and Sin Cara are concerned, I'm happy that they will be released because they just didn't want to be there anymore. And if you don't want to be there anymore and the company's not doing anything with you, get the hell out of there. But someone who has not been granted his release is Mike Bennett, who had publicly requested out of his contract back in October. Bully Ray also spoke on this and said that I had heard rumors, not internet rumors and not dirt sheet rumors. I've heard talk of some scuttlebutt amongst the boys. I can just imagine Bully Ray saying the word scuttlebutt. I heard scuttlebutt amongst the boys.
That's a daily
that
part
Mike and Maria might have missed the WWE. Right? Mike and Maria might have misled the WWE when their new contracts were signed. I don't know this for a fact, but I'm saying maybe the WWE didn't want to release them because I want to keep them and get their money's worth out of them. Now, he didn't elaborate on what they might have misled, so I'm thinking, obviously, to me it implies that he's speaking of her pregnancy.
Well, they've signed 2 contracts before announcing pregnancies. That's happened twice, I can see where it would rub Vince the wrong way, and he just want to shelf him. Plus, they haven't let Rusev go. If you're in a cuck angle, that's going to last forever. That's just the way it is. Vince loves these cuck gimmicks, and I don't know. I don't see it ending anytime soon. No, Rusev is being in a cuck angle. Mike's being in a cuck angle. I think Vince is going to keep them for as long as their contracts will allow.